Hey guys, welcome to Gaijin Anime, and in this video, as a continuation of my video about the, in my opinion, best female seiyuu to watch out for in 2017, I'll be talking about some great male seiyuu to keep your eye on in 2017. I'm a bit less of a male seiyuu fan, as you can probably guess, but I still respect quite a few of them for the outstanding talent that they have and the really great work that they do. I think all the ones that I'll introduce today have rather unique and special voices, and most of them, well, they're basically stars in Japan with lots and lots, thousands of female fans mostly. There are also some lesser known ones. So without further delay, let's proceed to the main part. So my number one is basically probably my most favorite male seiyuu of all time, Sugita Tomokazu.
今日は水曜日かなどと考えつつ魔が差してしまったんだろう。それ以外に思い当たる節がない。曜日で髪型変えるのは宇宙人対策か。
Probably to the majority of you he is best known as Kyong from Suzumiya Haruhi, but he has actually quite a few nice roles, even some really old ones going back in before Haruhi, such as Tsuchimirin in Shuffle, also the main hero there. Or of course the really long-running Sakata Gintoki in Gintama, or even some really exotic ones such as Chamber in Suisei no Gargantia, which is by the way a very nice fantasy adventure science fiction series. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, I recommend it quite a lot. Sugita as well, he's a funny guy. I mean, he has a really really comfortable voice in a way, so that it feels like he's your best pal after 5 minutes. So it's kind of really, I don't know how to describe it, but I really like him for some reason. And I think that's probably the main reason for his popularity, because he's really just a specialized seiyuu. There has been an anecdote in one of the endings of Gintama where they're reading mail from the fans, and Gintoki gets a letter in the mail, which he reads and says, this is from my mother, and it says, Tomokazu, next time don't be so bad at singing. So it's basically addressed to the seiyuu who voices Gintoki and says, you suck at singing by your mother. That's just awesome. But yeah, he's not so good at singing. If you want to check it out, then take a look at his cover of Renai Circulation by the absolutely awesome Hanazawa Kana, which I've covered in the female seiyuu video. And well, I think you probably will notice that it's not quite as brilliant. But yeah, he's an excellent seiyuu though, and absolutely recommend him. I hope he has at least some roles in this season. I'm not yet sure because the cast for most of the series is not public yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so my next recommendation is a really kind of a mainstream kind of guy, though perhaps not the absolute top league of male seiyuu, but nevertheless one of the certainly widely known stars, and this is Fukuyama Jun. Probably to the majority of anime fans best known as Rurush in Code Geass. I also really like his role as Leopard in Sora o Kakeru Shoujo, because it's really a strange role. He's not even human there, he's just a robot in the form of, octahedron. And
今ある姿は本当にお前が望んだものなのか。何？人の言いなりになり駒とされていて良いのか。どういう意味だ。本来のお前は愚かな人類の頭上高くに君臨する存在のはず。
it's really, he kind of does those really exalted and emotional roles well. I don't know how to express that, but another role that he's really good at, Shitani Shinra in Durarara, where he's a bit more of a normal kind of voice, but nevertheless the personality of Shinra is not quite straightforward, and I think performance enhances it quite a lot in my opinion. So definitely someone who I enjoy hearing, and again I hope he'll get some nice roles in this season. Next on my list I have a really mainstream recommendation, and that is Seiki Tomokazu. He's of course extremely well known to all Fujoshi and everyone who likes Bishonen because he's voiced probably hundreds of Bishonen.
重要なのは最大多数の最大幸福であり、全人口の幸福ではない。治安が悪い地区をある程度放置するのは重要だ。不可能を実現しようとすれば必ず破綻する。
From Kogami Shinya in Psychopaths, Gilgamesh in Fate Stay Night, Chiaki Shinichi in Nodame Cantabile, Takahashi Keisuke in Initial D, Sagara Sosuke in Full Metal Panic, Miyata Ichiro in Hajime no Ippo, and I've not even started yet. I mean, the list is literally this long. So yeah, he is a big star, maybe one of the top 2, top 3 male seiyuu. I think his voice is really remarkable in a way. It's he can be really aggressive and emotional, but he can also be kind of more understated and cool, like Sagara or Chiaki in Nodame Cantabile. And yeah, pretty much one of the big names, and certainly ever again fun to hear. Okay, so the next guy on my list is also someone who is pretty much known for playing Bishonen, and actually Bishonen of the more arrogant type, and that's Ono Daisuke. From his recent roles are people like Dazzle in Tales of Zestiria X, or the absolutely awesome Fafnir Kobayashi-san.
不完全燃焼ですね。
おお、偶然だな。俺も。
僕も。そういえば。私はまだあなた方に勝ったことないんですよね。
今日超えるか。
やってみろ。あれ、なんかまずくない？私も。
That role is just brilliant, and I think again the Gepmo in Kobayashi is so nicely done on a couple of characters, and Fafnir is one of them, that you just can't help but laugh watching it, and I mean, just check it out. So yeah, I think it's quite brilliant. I really like his, slightly ironic touch on his Bishonen characters, which he often does. For example, Koizumi in Suzumiya Haruhi, a really classic role of his, was also always fun, especially in the cooperation with Kion, Tomokazu Sugita. And of course, one more really classic role of his is Heiwajima Shizo from Durarara, who is one of the probably most popular Bishonen characters ever. I once was in a Durarara event in Akihabara, and they had, a couple of boards for each character, like whiteboards, and all the girls, there was like 99% girls there, all the girls, they could put up a small sticky red mark on the board for the character which they like most. And when I came there, probably a couple hundred of them already left the marks, so the boards look like that. And yeah, I mean, you can see from from this picture what the distribution of fans is like approximately. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see. One more really great role of Ono Daisuke is Hosaka in Minamike. Also a very fun series, excellent comedy. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. Okay, so my final recommendation on the male seiyuu to watch in 2017 list is going to be a very exotic one, which I basically, it's a guy whom I recommend because of one role, and that is Sato-san in Ajin.
この国最強の部隊とは警視庁特殊九州部極論彼らに勝てれば私たちはこの国最強の軍隊と言える
I think his performance as Sato-san was so evil and so really awesomely done that you just have to hand it to him. I mean, he's of course an elder generation than all the other guys, and he doesn't get so many central roles, but he, for example, also had a side role in Yojo Senki as I think Hans was the general's name, and he will also be playing a supporting character in Alice Tozoroku, which is an upcoming series in spring called Night Toru. I don't really know much about the series yet, so I can't say what kind of character it is. But anyway, he's kind of Again, watch Ajin to understand what I'm talking about. I think that kind of, you know, arrogant confidence combined with a certain philosophic touch on things, he does it really well. Really, really well. So I will definitely enjoy whatever other roles I'll see by him. Okay, so this wraps it up for my top male Seiyuu list to watch in 2017. Of course, again, by far not all. It's just a really small selection of guys whom I like. If you have some of your own favorites, feel free to write about them in the comments below. If you like the video, please subscribe, and see you next time. Arigatou gozaimasu. Mata ne.